nearly 2 months.
Hey, Mariana, we actually have a couple of sound bites from a couple of his relatives that I want to share with the audience right now.
Assassins, you killed our son. It's a disgrace. You have to pay. If there is no justice here for us on earth, then in heaven there is justice. We curse you.
We ask for justice now. The police criminally shot Rosalino from behind. From a few meters away, it appears.
What are people saying about Rosalino there?
Yeah, and it's amazing, Josh. Very few thoughts about Rosalino on the press. You didn't have any of the mainstream media covering his funeral or covering his coffin being taken to Cusco, where he was from. Nothing, because there is, I would say, a widespread idea that the protesters are vandals, that they are causing mayhem in the country, and the country cannot go forward economically. And so the mainstream media, newspapers, television stations, radio stations, they are sort of going with the same idea as the government is saying, and many people are also saying this.
So Mariana, I'm curious about that. Is there a divide between maybe some of the bigger cities like Lima and some of the indigenous communities? Here's another piece of video I want to share with the audience.
We will not get tired. We Peruvians have Inca blood, and we will keep on fighting. We are Chancas, and we will not be intimidated by Bularte or anybody. We'll keep on going. If we have to die, we'll die fighting for our country.
Yes, there is a huge divide between what happens in Lima, in the region of Lima, the capital Lima, and the rest of the country. It seems like we're living in two different countries. You have the people from the highlands who live in very difficult situations, in very poor areas, who organized in January to come to Lima to protest. They said that they were going to take Lima, but it wasn't like a medieval taking of the city. It was a group of people coming to say, we are also Peruvians. We are here in the capital because we want to tell you that we are living out there in the highlands, very far away, but we have the same needs that people have them closer to the capital. And you have forgotten us, and we voted for President Pedro Castillo. And in fact, it's not that they were protesting to bring back Pedro Castillo back to the presidency. It was not about that. It was about pressuring the new government to deliver all the promises that Castillo had made them. People feel abandoned in this country, and they want their reforms for their to grow their products in the lands. They want to be able to go out fishing, and all these kinds of jobs that they need help from the government. And also because 70% of the people in Peru live belong to the informal economic community, if you will. They are informal. They have no benefits, and many of these people work on a day-by-day basis. If they don't work, they don't eat, and so. So they live in terrible situations for many of them. So people demand, they have the right to demand better living conditions. And right now, the government is not talking about any of that. They say they said they sent a humanitarian convoy to Puno, or that they are going to help people with sending school books and stuff like this.
Hey, Mariana,
to the other parts of the country. But
hey, I have less than a minute left, and I just want to know how long Bularte can hold on, given that she's the interim or the caretaker president.
Well, she is not an interim president. She is officially the president because she was the vice president when Castillo was ousted. Now, she has said that she wants elections to be brought forward, but in reality, we are seeing that her, the government, and Congress, they are doing everything to stay until 2026 when is due the next election.
That's all I have, Mariana.
Which is exactly what 70 people... Okay.
We got to end it there. It's been a whirlwind trip around the world. 3 different continents, 3 acts, all on the stream. That's all we have time for today, but you can always find us at stream.aljazeera.com. Thanks for watching.
بسم الله.
Imagine a mosque without prayers, a home without a family, a country without people, people without their country. Imagine fasting without iftar, or iftar without gatherings. Imagine compassion without action. Imagine Ramadan without giving. Millions of refugees are still uprooted from their homes, struggling to afford even their basic needs. Now imagine what your donation can do. Every gift counts.
Frank assessments.
Justice means to give them the basic human rights, not only in the camp, but also inside the Myanmar.
Informed opinions.
Biden administration